Firdavs Sobirov from Bukhara, and I am a student of Uzbekistan University studying in the Chemical Engineering department in the third semester. First and foremost, this person is my mother, because over the course of my primary school, she was my teacher, and therefore she was able to see in which subject I had interest and to grow my interest, my ability in this field. After primary school, my passion for chemistry has been born when I encountered my chemical engineering, especially chemistry teacher, Amin Halimovich. His knowledge and experience in chemistry inspired me to learn some aspects of chemistry, and both of them had some contribution for me to study, to achieve some achievements in this field. Well, honestly, I know only Russian and English languages. About Russian language, I can say that I've learned Russian language from my primary school, and English language, I took up English language about 2.5 months ago to get an IELTS certificate in English, and for this I started to prepare for IELTS about for 2 months, and it's really a short time to prepare, and I had to prepare for this using by some effective methods. And to do that, my English teacher, Azbek Zoda, helped me a lot, and he gave me useful knowledge and suggested some methods, for example, VOA news and reading some newspapers, scientific books, and others. My chemistry teacher, Amin Halimovich, is working in the 35th school in Bukhara, and I encountered him about 5 years ago, and at that time I was preparing for just for entering the university, and he started to give me knowledge that's required for entering university. And after 2 years, he gave me knowledge, or he started to teach me about chemistry that's required for participating in Olympiads. And when I encountered him, I realized that not only knowledge but life experience related to the science is much more important to teach children. His knowledge, his experience and skills, I can't describe that how much they helped me. I participated in many Republican and international Olympiads. For example, in 2019, I took part in the Republican Chemistry Olympiad named after Abraham Beruni, and won the second place in this Olympiad. And the next year I participated in 2 international Olympiads. The first one is the International Chemistry Olympiad named after Mendeleev, and the second one is International Chemistry Olympiad. And in both the Olympiads I deserved bronze medals. And the next year I participated in the same international Olympiads, but in Mendeleev Olympiad I won a gold medal, and in International Chemistry Olympiad I won a bronze medal. And also for participating and winning in the chemical Olympiads, chemistry Olympiads, I was awarded Tahsin 2021 National Award. Knowing other foreign languages is critically important in my field, because my field, chemical engineering, is the science about innovations. And to be a good chemical engineer, a person should be aware of what innovations are being discovered over the world, and knowing other languages can help for this purpose. And I also learned English language, and I am feeling that this language is helping me a lot. For example, before I read only Russian and Uzbek books, but now I am able to read English books also. And English language is the most popular language in the world. That means any innovations or any discoveries are being published first in English language.
I learned from Firdavs. If we talk about science, I learned from him chemistry, and he had courses of chemistry for the students who have difficulties with learning, and that helped me a lot in my final exams. I know that he's an optimistic person, and he motivates us to learn for example, I can bring Firdavs as an example for my, let's say, little brothers, as in the first semester, Firdavs' English, let's say, level was a bit lower, but if you compare first semester and second semester, you will see a huge difference. He increased his English in just in just 3-4 months, and that was quite motivational. As both of us live in dormitory, we meet a lot in corridor. We sometimes play some games like chess. As we were group mates in last year, we had a lot of projects in our class, and sometimes we were teammates, hardworking. That's for sure, because Firdavs made a huge job, and he now can talk, he can describe everything in English, but in the start of the semester, he was not able to do that.
I have known him for 1.5 years, and he changed a lot about my thoughts about chemistry. I never was good at chemistry, but by the help of him, I learned some things from this course and passed my exam last year. Firdavs is really polite guy. I really respect him as a person, and he is always welcome to help others, no matter which kind of situation it is. So I really appreciate his efforts to help his friends. To be honest, we can learn a lot of things from this guy, as he has a very brilliant character and always being ready for help, always smiling, being so supportive and motivating others are the greatest characteristics on his character. If we have free time, we only work on chemistry, as he has a chemistry club, and without it we wouldn't have passed the exam, and it was one of the very terrifying subjects last year. So all students, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, all students are very content and very happy with their results in this course.
Nowadays I am occupied with learning and searching some research that have been discovered recently, because by doing so I can know how to find problems that are related to my field, and how to find solution to them, how to carry out research on those problems. And at the current time, I am researching on some materials that are ecologically friendly. For example, polymers and ceramics. Only thing that's motivating me is my parents' trust. And every day I get used to ring up and communicate with them. And when I talk to them, I feel their trust, and I become to the realization that they're expecting me to be some famous person in the future. And this trust is inspiring me incredibly to be or to learn some aspects, to learn something new a day, to be a good student in the university, and also to be an expert in my field.
My job here is to take care of the chemistry education of our students at Uzbekistan University. So we started this university project last year in the fall semester. We started with about 200 students starting in their first year of studies. They're all bachelor degree students, so they want to get a bachelor degree in engineering. At this university we are now having, in the beginning we had 3 subjects, 3 majors, so they could select between chemical engineering, mechanical engineering or software engineering. We started teaching them in a general program, so we had the same classes for all our students. So our students getting classes in chemistry, in physics, in mathematics. They had a workshop in engineering. They also took a class in software engineering, in basic computer science, having classes in English, academic English, and in communication skills. So it was a general program for all of them. And so my job was to take care of the teaching in chemistry. Well, that is my main job here at this university. I know Firdavs for quite a while. Unfortunately, he's one of the few students whom I did not have in the first year because another chemistry professor was teaching him. I have been teaching most of the students in chemistry, but he was, we had 7 classes and he was in the class that I was not responsible for. But still, of course, I know him because, of course, I follow generally also the performance of our students in chemistry, and of course, he is our best chemist by far of the whole 200 students. He was always the best in the exams, and his knowledge in chemistry is really amazing. Fortunately, now I have the pleasure of having him in my class, so I'm now teaching for second-year students. I'm teaching the physical chemistry class, and I'm very happy that I have Firdavs in my class now, because he's definitely one of our top level students.
To the best of my experience, I can say that science is such a thing that requires patience to wait for result even for years. And therefore, I would suggest my peers to not to give up the science when they are not facing a result. Because learning science is easier said than done. And not everyone can know that how much it's difficult to learn or to be a range of scientists. And for example, I can say about myself, I participated in Olympiads after about 3 years since I started to study chemistry. Because of this example, I can suggest my peers to be patient and to try to learn something new a day, not to be lazy. As I just said, I am researching on materials that are ecological friendly, and in the future I want to continue this research because this research can help to find a solution to some problems that are related to the environment, and some polymers and ceramics not that much terrible for the environment, and therefore I want to create some types or kinds of materials, especially polymers, ceramics, and some alloys that are useful for the environment or industry and on a daily basis.